bring the top down some. Okay, that's perfect. All right. Okay. Everybody welcome. Giving everybody time to get in. All right. We up there starting. Gonna get this started. This party started on this wonderful Hump Day Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Y'all better know. Come on in. Stop playing around. Y'all know what to do. What we're doing.
You know what we doing? Hey,
I'm
Kiki.
telling you. What's up now?
It's Kiki too.
Oh, you got another Kiki.
It's my good friend Kiki.
I'm a little jealous. I ain't got time for all that.
That's my real one, honey.
Okay,
That's real.
all right. Well, we're gonna talk to Kiki. Okay. All right. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to our Unspoken Truth podcast. I am Southern Beauty Kiki, Country Girl Kiki. And this is my girl,
Boots here. How you guys doing? Thanks for joining us this evening.
Yes. Guys, y'all have to forgive us. We supposed to do it on Instagram as well, but we have to get followers. So that's me. This is an opportunity now. This is an opportunity for y'all to come in, go on Unspoken Truth, and befriend us. Come on now.
Follow, like, share,
subscribe, all of it, so we can get that up, so we can go live up on Instagram as well. And tonight, we're gonna be talking about. Well, this is gonna be pretty deep, but let me first off say this to my girl Boots. Now, y'all see how Boots looking now. Boots got looking now. I tell you, what's so funny is that my Boots, she dressed so conservative. I love her. I really do. Lord have mercy, I do. But I tell you, I was like, no, that ain't working. I'm gonna be her stylist. That's how we're gonna do this today. We're gonna be the stylist, and I'm gonna tell you, she looked great. Listen, look at the jugs, y'all. That shirt hugged her perfectly. Okay. It hugged her so perfectly. Y'all like, girl. I was like, I don't even know how you up there. How you sing? Something wrong with these men out here.
Let me tell you something, Miss Ma'am, and anybody know me out here. Kiki, you even know when we went to Mexico, she was dressing me, okay? My birthday, my best friend Tina was. I don't do clothes. I don't do hair. It's just not my thing. Like I said, I've been in a professional setting for so long. I got used to jeans or, with a blazer because I worked around a lot of men.
That's good though.
It was a lot around men. So I'm like, the first thing they do was, even look at me now. I'm like
I know you was geeked. I'm like, my girl.
So let me tell y'all this, okay? Because she don't get off easy. So I'm gonna be nice because she don't curse, but this motherfucker here, I come in.
Yeah.
Look how she dressed. Just look at her. Can they see you?
I got issues, y'all.
Let me show y'all.
Y'all know I got issues. Come on now.
Y'all look at Kiki.
Stop
it. Look at Kiki. Now who the hell doing that? 7:30 in the evening. Like I need a t-shirt, jeans, whatever. And here she comes. Looking all damn African safari queen Nefertiti.
Tap into it, y'all. Tap into it. Come on.
Tell me this. What's up, Dana? I see Dana, long time friend, Garfield Elementary. What's up, Dana?
What's up, Dana?
Look at here, y'all. But on some serious stuff, for real. Kiki got me, y'all. This is our little secret. Kiki ass got me in this tight ass shirt, and I did it for her because she loved, how you call it, teddies. Okay, so I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm just so embarrassed, y'all. Y'all just have no idea. But maybe some of y'all decent men to get in my inbox and ask me on the date and not for no other stuff. But hey, with that being said, I like my lipstick. So anybody out there, got a lipstick line, got some lipstick y'all want me to try, send them my way. I think I'll try your lipstick. I'm a lipstick girl. My sister joined us too. She a lipstick girl.
Hey.
We was 15. We have red lipstick popping, honey.
Well, y'all, you wear well. So like I said, you look beautiful. Like I understand what you're saying. But she don't be she not showing. Listen, we have as women, We have the most beautiful bodies.
Kiki,
I
shut
mean,
the
we
hell up. You
really
over here looking
do.
like a damn Queen
No,
Latifah.
No, you look beautiful. I like, man, Ty, you just need to show it all. Just your waist small. She been busting her butt. She's doing so good. I'm so proud of her. I mean, seriously, so proud of. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So proud of her. She's really doing good. Waist gonna be snatched. Y'all better stop playing around with my girl out here. She gonna be snatched out here.
Hey, Red, I see you, Red. So look, she asking how to get on the channel. So this is my personal TikTok page. I don't know which phone it is, but you can head over to Unspoken Truth on TikTok, YouTube, the Unspoken Truth Facebook page, live on YouTube. Where else we live at? We're not doing Instagram.
Right.
Hey, Myron, I see you. Thanks for joining us. And then, are you live on your
page? Everybody can see me on mine, on my page.
I need everybody who's watching us right now. I'm going to challenge y'all. Drop us a comment. Say, hey, what's up? Let us know you here. I like to give out my shout outs because we really appreciate y'all's support, right?
Right.
We're asking you guys to keep coming back.
Please do.
We got my sister said, got it snatched. No, not yet. But, we asking deeply, y'all, for y'all support. And I can just say this, Kiki, and I don't know about you, but that conversation last week it was powerful, right?
Right.
I got so many inboxes and compliments and people just really appreciating what we talked about with the domestic violence.
Yes.
And that's the reward for me. That's the reward for me that somebody is taking that back and listening and applying it and processing it, and it probably helps somebody. Right. Because I got a few inboxes with people asking for help. Right. That's why we do this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. We want you guys to utilize any resources, whatever it is you guys feel that I can be of help. I'm here, I'm there until I start charging, but
to be honest, I'm all free. I whatever information God bless me to put out there to have, I'm be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be free. Whatever we need to help someone, to help a young kid. Absolutely. So they're going through that, because like I said, the most important thing is all about the children. And that is what we're talking to today. It's more about toxic and chaos, baby mama and baby daddy drama.
Ooh, okay. Wait. Hold on.
Hey, Lisa, how you doing?
Hey, Tassie, I see you, cuz. Hey, Unique, I see you. Thanks for joining.
All right, Kiki. Yeah, so
hey, guys, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
y'all be scared, but we finna bring some heat. Tap them screens if you are on TikTok anywhere. Please just tap to the hell you came. My sister Vet is in the building.
Come on.
Time.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let me just give a shout out to my sister. If y'all in here, Cassandra Brooks.
Come on.
That's a
Come on, Cassandra.
She's resilient, okay? I'm not going to get on here and tell her story.
I already know about beautiful.
But my sister here, baby,
yes,
honey.
She is.
That, we ride or die. She rock on rolling.
They'll stop playing.
But, I just want to give a shout out to her because, we think we strong. No, ma'am. Really? And I hope she knows she's stronger than what she may. I don't even know how she feels, if she feels that or not. But Cassandra, you the shit, girl, to me.
Yes.
So you keep on coming. Yeah, we funny. We're going to be funny, goofy, silly. We're going to be all, I hope to make y'all cry one day.
My sister Red is in the building. Love you, sis, all day, every day. My heart and soul.
That's Red. My sister.
All right, Felicia.
One of my other siblings. We got a girl, Eugenia, up here. Thanks for joining. Y'all tap those screens for us.
All right. And everybody up on YouTube, we can't see it, but I'm telling you, I am truly blessed that y'all joined in. I'm sure we're going to see that and be able to respond to you. But like I said, this is our truth. This is our truth. Our truth is, we're not professional. It's just what we see, what we hear about people going through, what people tell us. And
hey, little Reggie,
we're just trying to bring awareness to everything and basically try our best to do what we can to help others, that give you a chance to think about some things before you do and react and just see both ways. Because this is not about bashing the baby mama or not bashing the baby daddy, but we got good and we got bad. So we got to talk about both, right? So let's do this.
Let's do
so
it.
what we doing, Ty? What we doing, my boots?
Bringing the heat. My mom in the building. She said, "Grand rising, mama on the house."
All right, mama, bring that heat, mama. All right. So
let's get into it.
Let's do it. We finna do this right
now.
Y'all,
we can do this for 2 or 3 hours.
Come on.
We don't want.
Y'all better stop playing today. All right, now
I want the cup water too.
I made sure my girl had her cup water. I sure did. I shook you. So
you want to toast with your pineapple juice?
You know what? With my pineapple juice, I definitely will. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
Good partner there. A country ass.
Okay, listen. Now, Boots, this is my thing with the baby mama.
I gotta keep
and the baby daddy drama. Now, what you think is the main cause of it? Seriously, I mean, like
at some point, uniquely will. I'm sorry.
What? No problem. What? I think, Boots. What do you think is the main cause of some of this chaos that can happen between baby mama and baby?
Well, I think let's kind of take a step back.
Okay.
Because for me, let's define baby mama and baby daddy.
Let's do that.
Because for me, I have 5 kids.
All right.
My kids' dad never called me their baby mama.
Gotcha.
I never said my baby. You have never heard me say baby daddy.
Nope.
And I think that's just a level of respect. Some people may think it's a term of endearment, but for me, and I guess I'm not gonna say I can give you a solid definition on what baby mama, baby daddy means to me.
Right.
And I don't want to offend nobody, so I'm gonna choose my words carefully. But y'all already know how my mouth is. I'm very real, transparent, and I'm gonna be open and honest. For me, and I'm gonna say I'm speaking for me only. Baby mama, baby daddy is the most ghettoest shit in the world to me.
Right.
And I really wish we can eliminate it from the Black vocabulary, right? And not just saying no disrespect. It's just that we have to learn to say, I deserve a better title than just your baby mama. Right. What does that mean? And if you use that term, please guys chime in. Let me know what it means to you. Because people use it when their kid's 25 years old. My baby, and some girls think it's cute. My baby daddy or my baby mama. What does that mean? Right. And I think some people use it as a sense of control or a sense of acceptance. I'm his baby mama or his baby daddy. I'm going to always be that. I'm going to always be able to. They think that they come first. Right. You know, for me, I don't think that's, that don't make sense to me. But hey, you use it, do you. I'm not here to tell you to change your vocabulary. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts and my perspective, right?
I do agree with you, Lucy. I think it's a sign of respect. I don't see like why on top of it. Okay, I don't see why we cannot figure out how we can talk to each other. The main thing is about the whole thing. Everybody should know it's the kids. Those things affect the kids, and we have good moms that's out there trying to do right and trying their best to help their kids, and we got moms that are trying to raise boys, and moms can't raise boys, but then we got dads that having more kids.
Oh God.
And they haven't. I always ask this: if you feel like you having multiple children by women, or even women that having multiple children by men, what are you doing in a household to make them to be able to not to be that statistic, or for them to not to have that same behavior? So are you putting behaviors out there for them to succeed in life? So that's my thing. I really want to know, like, that's how the chaos starts, when the parent is more of thinking of the child. Then everybody can come together when you're thinking of the child. It's like, I don't want to argue in front of him. Let's talk about this on the side somewhere, or I want to argue in front of her. Let's talk about this on the side. So the child's are always supposed to be like, I never seen my mom or my dad argue. They always try their best to get along. When we see and we bringing the kids into it, and we telling the kids about he ain't about this or she ain't about this, we now starting a whole toxic and a chaos. And guess what that does to the child? The child grows up with the same thing when they have children with somebody else. They want to make it hard for that person who they having a child with, or he want to make it hard for her, whoever he has a child with. So why we cannot be able to coexist in a way that we put the child first instead of thinking about ourselves.
Okay. And good point, but I think again, taking a step back, we have to kind of look at the whole spectrum of who we having babies with. You know what I mean? How are we? Like in our parents or grandparents parents' days, they weren't having babies. We had they were 'cause my dad come up with kids, but at the same point is today you got to realize like who am I having a kid with? Now we just having babies by the first person we sleep with. Then that become what your baby mama. Now he or she angry because one of you two got out that bed with some type of feeling,
Right.
some type of perspective or idea that you guys are going to be together.
Mm-hmm.
And again, think differently from women, right?
Right.
We go in with our hearts, men go in with their parts. You know what I mean? So now we go in there unprotected. You know the risk. You already got kids out here. Now you got another, bring another child into this world. Who was the responsible party? And at the end of the day, like you said, the kids are affected. So how do you coexist or co-parent with somebody you don't know?
Right.
You can't, because all y'all getting to know each other.
Right.
All you guys getting to know each other. You don't know what she doing her because you just hopped in the bed just for a couple minutes of pleasure. And that's where we got to take a step back. How many, we got men still having babies today in their 40s and 50s. You can't tell me they are in long-term relationships and planning to have babies. Nobody plans to have babies no more. It just happens, right? Even when I was a kid. But we gotta, sometimes you gotta be able to grow up and change that, behavior and just say, you know what, why am I going to keep bringing kids in this world?
Right.
I can't support them.
Right.
I don't have the financial means.
Mm-hmm.
Where, and especially if the female already have kids,
right.
We're not taking the responsibility. And I'm saying that with men because, men, you guys see this.
Right.
You know who you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with.
Right.
You know the consequences. And if you're having babies, what does that mean? You going in there unprotected.
Right.
So you got to have the responsibility and the mindset to say, look, I don't want no more kids,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm going to go in here using protection.
Right.
That's just some of the, the things we can really tap into it and we see because nobody's responsible no more.
Well, I feel on topic to be honest to for everybody else that's going on thinking, I think sometimes we don't know the type of person we having the baby by because we are always being fooled. You know what I'm saying? Like we thinking the person is out for us, right? Mm-hmm. And we going to movies, we chilling, everything. And I feel that right there, listen, no one would ever know what the outcome would be. Mm-hmm. No one would ever know. If that's the case, then nobody will have children. Because the reason why is it's like we sit here, we think, but we are still getting fooled by people who say they really care about us or they love us, and we'll believe that. And I have to give it to, I understand when a mom have a child and everybody, oh, well, why you didn't see the type of person? Mm-hmm. Well, he came around.
He didn't present like that.
He didn't present himself like that. Or she didn't present herself like that.
Think.
So he would never think like, oh, this baby mama gonna be like toxic or anything. He don't think like that. And she don't think he's gonna be like not being there and be absent. I don't think neither one of it. It just happened. Yes, in this way this world is, it is not going to be easy for us to say, oh, well, we're gonna be able to do this or do that, and he's gonna be there. We're never gonna know. We're never gonna know. We're gonna try our best to do the best we can, but we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know.
We never know.
Going to happen and how things going to turn out for us to be that have a child by that man or for him to have a child by that woman. We'll never know.
But so in the same token, you have to also think consequences.
Right.
You have to think this is where responsibility and accountability come in at. Like,
right.
You're going into a situation, right? We don't go into relationships or whatever the relationship may be. We don't go in with trusting. You know, I don't trust the first person who come in who's going to tell me, oh, we're dating, you know, we're doing this, we're connected, we're building this rapport. You have to really get to know people.
Yeah.
You know, and number one, communication. And people just having babies still, you got, you know, and I'm going to say this. I think men have more babies than women, right?
Right.
Meaning is, how many men you know out here with multiple baby mamas? You know, I got baby daddies too, but men that keep going. You know, they keep going and going. I know some men with 5, 6, 10, 7 baby mamas.
Right.
You know, when do you stop? When do you become responsible and say, you know what? If I don't sit my hot D ass down somewhere, keep bringing babies into this world, not marrying, not laying bed, and this is how you know.
Right.
If you meet a man and he has multiple baby mamas, you know he not. We already know how to judge that, right?
Right.
But we keep going thinking they different, they trying to change, and the next thing a year later, now you pregnant, got a baby.
Right.
And then they not connecting the babies together.
Right.
You know, because they didn't, the drama, the chaos, and the toxicity in the relationship, because you guys don't know each other. Now she had to go to child support.
Right.
Because you don't want to be a man and take care of your responsibility. And guess what that does? They get mad because now they're in child support court, right?
Right.
But and what kills me when people say, like, I don't need your money. I don't need this from you. I can take care of my kids by myself.
Right.
I think that's selfish thinking. You know, I think that's very selfish thinking because, again, nobody's affected but the kids.
Right.
So we really thinking only one-sided. You thinking you're this strong woman, you can handle these multiple kids because the daddy ain't shit, but he over there making more babies.
Right.
But you want to do it by yourself. Well,
Exactly.
you shouldn't have to.
I totally agree. But I feel like, in the household, anybody can say what they want to say, but in a household, you definitely need that man in the household. Seriously. I don't care. I know from me, from raising, boys, I needed that father figure in the household to help me raise them boys.
Absolutely.
My
Absolutely.
boys, was bringing me stuff that I didn't want to see. I was like, you know what? Let's wait on your dad. So
I'm not even gonna ask what.
My ex-husband was it was dad and everything. Wanted to make sure they wait on him, and my biggest thing is, it's like, what really all matters. If you think about it, all that chaos, all that drama, right? We have the babies. They're here. So since we have the babies and they're here, why we have this issue with the other parent? Because the parent might ain't there, or a parent you might think you want supposed to do more, but why we're not focusing on what we need to do our part? And
so putting your own differences aside and what's best for the kids.
Exactly. That's the main thing. What's best for the child? That's my thing. I don't care what anybody say, but for you invested in that child's future, no matter if he or she is there, that is the most important. And we got to learn to forgive and move forward. How many times has God forgiven you? Yeah, that's my thing is, we have to let that be.
We got to let it be too, but we need to take a step back and just say, how are these kids affected? We forgetting how they're affected, right? Because you got, you bring in multiple babies in this world by multiple men or multiple females.
Right.
How do you manage that? And I would love a man to really answer that, because for us, for females, we got our kids.
Right.
They're in the same household, right? We got that.
Right.
Now, the man for the most part, you done made all these babies. Now you done moved on. You don't want her no more because now you done trapped her or whatever it is that you did. How do y'all manage that? It's not about how we manage it. Right. How do men co-parent? How do men manage having multiple babies by multiple mothers and being able to treat them all equally?
Right.
Give them the same type of nurturing, love, emotional support, financial support.
Okay.
Be there with school, doctors. How?
Right.
We there, Kiki.
Exactly.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm there. I have
some
5.
of them, but some, because I've seen some that have moms that's not there. I seen some that have moms that's not there. And I see some that have dads. I see some that have dads that's not there. So it's like no matter what, it's a big misunderstanding if we don't learn how to put that child first. That's just it.
Okay, so how does one put their needs in aside and say this is for my kid? Because you know why I say that? And I'm sorry. I say that because I got a grandkid, right?
Right.
Everything evolves around him.
Okay.
He's first priority, he's last, he's the middle. Right? That is the first, last, and first thing you should be thinking, dreaming, sleeping, eating. When you wake up, it should be about your children's needs.
It should be about the kids.
It should be about your children's needs.
Exactly.
And again, how do men with multiple baby mamas or babies not in the home manage that?
Exactly. I get it.
Because it's hard, and this is where the drama comes in at. This is where the chaos comes in at. The bitterness, the angriness. This is where the child support. You hear it all the time. Oh, she just mad. I'm with another woman. She just mad. No, that's not it, honey. You know, take a step back. You know, take a step back. Look into the situation you created. Look into another broken home you created.
Right.
And then you take off and go create another one.
Right.
So you got to have to ask yourself, is it, and it's a responsibility on both parts, but I say more so on the male part because they get to go, right? They get to disappear, Kiki. They get little. How many kids you know grow up without their father?
A lot.
And guess where their fathers are at? In another relationship. Probably got other kids or being a step parent to somebody else's children.
Right.
So you got to say, and this is why I say is we have to take a look at the male role.
Right.
What are you guys doing to co-parent and how are you doing it? And if you're doing it, kudos to you.
Excellent. I'm serious. Big ups to all the parents that's really, to be honest, out there. Because like I said, it's not about bashing. To all the parents that's out there that's trying their best to do what they can, co-parenting with the mother and co-parenting and her co-parenting with the father. So kudos to everybody that's out there trying their best to do what they can to raise that child up. That's my thing is, what we need to make sure we raising these children up so they don't be in the streets, so they can be able to do something and contribute in life and be able to be upstanding young men and women so they can be able to do things they can do and we can be there to support them. It's always, and you're right, Kiki, it's a two-way street. And emotional attachment, you are totally correct, Kiki. And I'm telling you, people really don't understand how it affects these young babies in this world. And my thing is, once we go, what we leaving behind? How's we leaving those children behind if we go around with all this chaos, if we go around with all this drama, this toxic behavior? Once we go, we leave that. Those kids are sponges. Yeah. They see it. They see it, they learn it, and they take it with others. They take it and they do it with others as well. So why are we bickering instead of trying to best to understand and just to be there for each other, for that child? Not be there. You ain't got the force to be with someone, right? But just be there so we can be able to talk to each other in the way that if we have a problem with each other, pull each other to the side. Just pull to each other to the side instead of arguing in front of the child.
That would be a good way to do it.
It would be. My thing is, but that's the thing. We have to bring awareness to it. So some people and young fathers and young mothers, we all should be getting help and learning how to do that, because sometimes it's not them. Sometimes they grow up seeing it themselves. Absolutely. So when they see it themselves, guess what? That comes down to what they're doing because of their parent did it. Absolutely. So now we're dealing with a whole trauma, a childhood trauma, that now they're going to bring chaos, and now it's going to go on for a cycle to another cycle to another cycle. So when do it stop?
Yeah, I was just talking to my sister about that too, about how do you expect somebody to be a parent if they didn't have a parent themselves, right?
Right.
So when I say that, like, you got kids that grew up in the system, got kids that were taken,
Right.
moms that, wasn't there, they were on drugs or had mental health issues.
Right.
So now they didn't see that nurturing piece in their life, right?
Right.
So these kids grew up mad.
Mhm.
They grew up learning how to, find love in the streets.
Mhm.
And guess what? They got this lack of emotional, behavior attached to them. They don't know how to love. They don't know how to, you know what caring looks like. So
Right.
they don't care. You know why they don't care? Because nobody cared for them.
Right.
So it's a cycle. It keeps repeating itself
Mhm.
until somebody take this young man or woman and show them, like, what happened to you is not okay.
Right.
But you have to be once you're an adult, Kiki, you're responsible for your own actions and behavior, right?
Exactly.
You're responsible for your own your responsibility, your life, and what you put out there.
Mhm.
So we can say, the childhood trauma, we can make all the excuses.
Right.
We know it, we see it, we have assessed it, we talk about it. But at the end of the day, you still made a conscious decision and a choice.
Mhm.
So if you can make that decision and choice to do messed up stuff, you can make the conscious decision to do right stuff.
Amen.
So sometimes it's a catch-22 with the
Mhm.
excuses. Me, I don't do excuses, right?
Mhm.
So you gotta ask yourself, like, well, if I can do this, why I can't do that? You don't get to
Mhm.
pick and choose
Right.
where you want to be responsible
Mhm.
and what you want to take care of,
True.
or kids.
Right.
I mean, people you see, I treat this kid, or he with this kid over there. He only see his parent or other parent every other weekend.
Right.
And it's unfortunate to the kid, right? Because that's where, the toxic ties come in. Our mom have to explain, why dad over there with his new family, or, and stuff like that. So it's a really messed up situation, but then also relationships don't work.
Right.
But if you're not having a conversation with your kid and letting them know and understand, because your mom or dad, y'all have a toxic relationship.
Right.
I see it now. You know how many cases I get with, like, baby mamas or baby daddies calling in and each other want us to fix their bullshit.
Right.
Like, y'all don't use us for that.
Mhm.
But it's happening. And I'm like, okay, who will be the responsible person? Who will be the rational person?
Mhm.
And to just say what's best for these children.
Mhm.
Let's take a look in the comments.
I totally agree. And
So, what you guys thinking? What you guys think? Do you guys able to co-parent with your kid father if y'all not together? And again, who's married?
yeah, that's true. So it's like, like we said, we don't like the baby mama and the baby daddy drama. It's just somebody you have kids with, and that I feel like that's something like you definitely have to. It's like a respect. So I just feel like we need to change that. We always labeling everything. Everything always a label. It shouldn't be labeling things like that. We shouldn't be labeling like a baby mama, baby daddy.
Yeah, don't label
It just
it like
we should
that.
be more respected. That's my kid's father, or that's my kid's mother, and we go from there being respected. I think that's the first thing that we should be doing. And I think as us, as I'm just saying, I say it personal. If we are in our, I got some 50s and up. I'm just saying. And we're not married,
Just say it.
and we're not doing nothing. Nothing positive. Nothing we're doing positive to help out a community, to show the community, to anything that we're trying to do positive to help anybody. But we want to have children, and we haven't been doing anything for anyone or showing any positiveness or anything. We shouldn't be doing that, man. That life is too short for that.
Because we're not thinking with the
Yeah,
right
and
mindset.
what we're affecting that child. Now that child got to grow up with you and your BS, and knowing that you ain't there, but you want to broadcast it. I always say some daddies use that social media like I'm daddy. Like, but what are you doing?
I would like to hear from the men that are managing it.
Yeah, I do. I would like to hear about the men say,
how are you co-parenting? Do you get along with your baby mama or your baby daddy? Right. How do you do that? Because I know some men, they got much respect for their kid's mother and vice versa.
Right.
And some are like me and my kids. Dad, I think we have an okay relationship. We don't fight and argue. You know what I mean? I can call them and be able to talk, and we can sit on the phone and laugh and crack up.
Right.
You know, I don't want their ass, so they ain't got to never worry about facts.
Right.
You know, but I think we are in okay spaces.
Right.
You know what I mean? We don't hate each other. We don't we still call each other about the kids, and even though they grown. And I'm like, all right, I ask them, you know, how your girlfriend or your wife doing, whatever. It just, there's no need to carry that much bitterness.
Right.
You know,
and even on the same sex, because same sex, they are parents too.
Yeah.
And you know, in the same sex, you know, like I said, in our community, you know, we still deal with it as, you know, they have babies and everybody have a baby, everybody's moms, and when they're not together, how do we co-parent on that if we know that it's a problem and you got some toxic ways? So we still have to do that and have to look at that as well, because that's another factor too, as well, in the community as well. So in our community, like with the same sex, we have to understand that they deal with the same thing too. It's a lot of drama, it's a lot of toxic when it comes to those babies, and they're not together, and then they got to figure it out as well. So what are we doing positive things as well on that aspect of it too? So that's my biggest thing. Are we all able to come together and make sure we do put our ego to the side, and put our ego to the side and make sure that we can be able to co-parent and be there for that child? Are we able to do that? That is the main thing. So I just don't understand.
I mean, it's something we're not gonna ever understand until, you know, like Kiki said, it takes two. We have to be more careful about the men we're choosing.
Right.
Men have to be more careful about where they sticking. Right. You know, because if I can, I'm gonna try to keep it nice.
Be honest. That's what we do. It's unspoken truth.
I know it's unspoken truth, but I still need to be nice because I want to put a motherfucker on blast so bad. But I'm gonna say it without. Okay. I got an individual I know. He has multiple children. Still have them to this day. I don't give a fuck. Okay. And I sometimes ask, like, how do you take care of your kids?
Right.
How can you support so many kids?
Right.
No answer. If you can't answer that question, then you have a problem with yourself.
Exactly.
You know, so you have to take a look and, like, do you think it's fair to the kids that you can have that decision or that choice and you continue to make them?
Right.
That's a psychological mental illness.
It is.
It's a mental illness.
Yeah. That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah. So that's just like kind of a issue mentally. Go ahead.
Right. I do. I totally agree. I do feel like that's a mental, and it's just like how people, you know, like they're like they spins a lot. You know, those things that they don't see nothing wrong. They just out here just doing what they're doing, but they want to have this persona like they doing something. Like, yeah, man, I got this baby, or she like, yeah, I'm pregnant with this, and they all, you know, happy about it, but then the child knows more than anything.
Oh gosh.
Instead of knowing what things they need to do they don't know nothing about the history. They don't know how to spell. They know how to twerk. They know how to do all this. They know how to do all that. But they don't know how to do anything of any value. How about change a tire? Like, can we teach them how to do all that? Teach them things that can cope in this world, but they don't do. It's so frustrating sometimes because I don't understand how people don't understand that.
No, they don't know, Kiki. That's the bottom line. Let's see what's going on in the comments here. I know we're trying to see what's going on. Anything over there? I know my mom said that Vera Ariande.
Okay, Vera.
She agreed the statement is so ignorant in my opinion, giving a false sense of position in a person's life, whether they're present or not. I guess she was meaning about the titles. Hello, Monique.
Okay.
Great show. Keep up the good topics, ladies. We love the show. Looking forward to more great topics.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Got Reggie. I'm proud of you doing big things. Thank you, Reg.
Thank you. And
I
everyone
think
on TikTok, this is our podcast. It's Unspoken Truth, and we're talking about basically. This is our fifth episode. Talking about baby mama and baby daddy, drama, chaos, and toxicity, and how we can bring awareness on try the best. We just people, and this is our truth.
right.
And
And
we're
what you
just trying
guys
to
think? How do you
bring
guys
the best,
co-parent?
bring awareness of try our best to get along because there's so much stuff that goes on in this world that we just need to really focus on the children.
Absolutely. And we want to know, how do you guys co-parent? If you have multiple kids, or your kid's dad
And thank y'all for
has multiple
joining
kids,
in.
how do you guys co-parent? Can you co-parent? Is there some issues, but is there some drama between you two? Do the kids see it?
Right.
What do you guys think? I know that Cookie said, "Thank you for spreading the word. I know." Hey, Cookie, I know what you
Hey,
think.
Cookie.
How do because people don't know this. I can say in my field I work in now,
Mm-hmm.
we get a lot. Hey, fine ass foodie. Thanks for joining. Marquita Fields, thanks for joining. Paquita Baldwin, thanks for joining. Anybody you need to give a shout out?
Yeah, it's a lot of people on joining on my TikTok. Thank y'all for joining, TM, everyone, Jean. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we do this every Wednesday,
Kiki says not a
7:30.
place of blame.
Huh?
Go ahead. Kiki says not a place of blame. I agree.
Right. It really is not. It's like, to be honest, they grew up with this. And it's
a cycle.
It's a cycle. It keeps going, it keeps going, it keeps going. So it's like, who is to blame? But let's focus on the children.
This is why I try to.
Children,
I'm
things
sorry.
can change from that. But like I said, with my TikTok, hi, hey everyone, this is Southern Beauty Kiki, country girl Kiki, and this is my girl Boots over here on the side.
Hey,
We
guys.
have our Unspoken Truth podcast every Wednesday, 7:30 to 8:30. This is my first time hitting a live, and we go with so many topics. This is our fifth episode. We would love for you to keep joining in, and we just thank you, and everybody out there that's on our TikTok. We thank y'all so much for joining us, and we just really want to speak about things that everybody's scared to speak about, because life is too short right now. We really got to come together, and we got to really raise these children, because that's the most important in this world, is what we leave behind. What are we trying to leave behind? We trying to leave behind nothing? What are we doing? So if we have this ability to do something great, then let's do something great as making sure these children, we put a wonderful positive stamp on these children before we leave this earth. So that's just how I see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really much. It's just something that we just need to bring awareness to, and just talk about it. Like, how many of us out there? I never had to deal with it. That's my thing. So I never have to deal with always my kids. My kids is grown. So
Well, let
they,
me from personal experience.
yeah. So
Well,
I never had to deal with it.
Cookie said that's why we have to always respect what's going on in the home for children. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad had, I believe, 7 kids. I think it's 5 girls and 3 boys. What I can say this, now that I can look back, we all know each other today. We all kind of close. It's not close.
On TikTok, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
TikTok, that someone said it's me. They said they can't co-parent.
She said what?
They said they can't co-parent.
They can't co-parent. Why? Tell why you can't co-parent. Who said that?
It's me.
It's me.
Okay, so I don't know.
It's me. Why can't you co-parent? Let us know why you can't co-parent. Where is the
So
issue?
DJ Dre said something.
What's up,
too.
Dre?
He said whoever getting pregnant by whoever that has
I know he
an
finna say
illness too. Yes, I do agree, Dre. I do agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
I totally agree.
We keep saying emotions are attached. That's why.
Yes.
Emotions come before me.
Big time. It's
Big
a lot
time.
of emotions. It really is a lot of emotions up in it, and people really don't understand that we have to control that.
Absolutely.
We have to
Emotions are
control
hard to control.
Even with me
It is.
today, you're
At
supposed
50.
to have emotions. It's good to have emotions,
Yeah,
but we have to be able to control it when we find it difficult dealing with your kid's mom or your kid's dad, or you
It's
know what
on
I'm saying.
Facebook.
So it's really really important about that. And okay.
It's hard to regulate your emotions because you got so much empty emotions going on because for one you see your kids missing a parent, right? You
Yeah.
see that hurt. You know, what if your kids asking for their mom or their dad? And I say
Right.
that from personal experience. It's hurtful as a mom to see
Right.
that. That's trauma right there.
Right.
You get it? You have to explain that.
Right. Right.
And see that we can't because we don't want to. Okay, that's true too. You can't.
Right.
You can't because you can't. Because how many times you can just walk away from somebody and say, "I ain't thinking about," you know, what I mean, and just cut all that emotion off.
Well, that's true. I feel
You get what I'm saying?
I feel you, Boost. I just feel like, you know, on top of it, and I have to say too, because and me up on our TikTok on Unspoken Truth, she said that she can't co-parent with somebody that's in jail. I totally agree with you on that one.
Yeah, you can.
How can you?
Yeah,
though?
you can. A conversation.
Oh, well,
You call, and I get what she may be saying, but you, unfortunately, y'all, we have a mass incarceration rate with
hey,
black
Big Bear,
men.
how you doing, baby?
But if a father is incarcerated,
right,
and I'm gonna tell you this why.
Okay.
What the field I do every time I get a case, guess what we gotta do? We gotta locate the father. Okay. And if he's not around, we got a website or something. We go and we look for these children's father, right? And if he in IDOC or in the county, guess what we do? We notify him. Right. Because fathers also have a right to know. Whether he is present or not, he's still a father, right? So I say this. He can't be there physically, but he can be there emotionally. Right. He can be there mentally. Call your kid, have a conversation, give him some words of wisdom, advice, ask about his school. I love you, son. Dad will be home soon. And guess what? I'm sorry dad messed up. I'm sorry mom messed up. Right. You mean we all do it. We all mess up. Right. You have to be able to hold yourself accountable and be honest with them children. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's not a co-parent thing. It's a relationship thing between that child and father. Right. You know what I mean? I hope that helps. I hope it do, but I hope that helps on me. So just letting you know, that's what Boots have said, and I totally agree with you on that. Conversation goes a long way. At least you have it. You know what I'm saying? Because they can also say like, man, my dad was in jail, but he called me every day. Right. My dad made sure he checked on me. Right. We can do homework on the phone. Ask him what's 2 + 2. Ask him, who the president is. There's certain ways you can do it. You get what I mean? Right. It's not co-parenting, but it's saying he's trying to be there, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally for this kid, so he know who he is, and he tried to be there despite being in jail or not. Right. If that makes sense. Kiki says co-parenting starts with each person putting all of the mess to the side and having an adult conversation. Exactly. Building positive relationships. That's what and you need your kid to say that. Yeah. You need your kids to see that. Now, if your your dad is in jail, whoever said that, don't speak ill will. Right. Much as we hate that motherfucker, the worst my kids ever heard me say, "Ooh, you look like his ugly ass." You know what I mean? Right. But I never said like, "Oh, your daddy ain't ass," or "Your daddy do." I never did that. Right. Because he's gonna form their own opinion when they become of age. Right. I didn't want to taunt that. Right. I didn't want to tell you what I mean. You're gonna make your own decision because he's not there in the physical. True. You get what I mean? Right. So I don't have to. You ladies, you don't have to be better. You don't have to talk about them. Right. They go form that decision when they get older, and they're gonna see that. Right. You get if that makes sense. I totally agree. So you don't just sit back. God will do the work. Amen. You gotta reap that. That's so important. You get what I'm saying? Seriously. You gotta reap that. It's like I said, it's all about the children. And I want to say hi to Nora. Hey, Nora. And she says she agreed, but it doesn't always happen. That's true. That's true. It really does. It's really true. And everybody that's hi, Mom Mary. How you doing, hon? She was like great points, and I really appreciate her. We got Ozella Sugar Baby checking in. Maggie Shell, my cousin, checking in. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're talking about baby daddy, baby mama drama issues. We got Original Charmo chiming in. Right, and in my TikTok, I got a lot of people chiming in too. Big Bear, I want to say hi.
Latoya. This is our podcast. It's Unspoken Truth. We have it every Wednesday, 7:30 to 8:30. We talk about so many topics. It's my first time doing this on live, and this is just Southern Beauty Kiki, country girl Kiki, just trying to do something that my boots told me to do, so I gotta do it. And this is our fifth episode, and we have another more episode coming, and this is going to be hard topics. We are on YouTube, and we haven't done Instagram yet. We still got to get the followers on Instagram, so to go live on that. But if y'all do like, subscribe, and share, that would be great. We're just trying to do some great things to bring awareness, and we're going to speak the truth. It's basically our truth. It's not like we professionals. It's just what we're trying to do to bring awareness to things. Our last episode, on the fourth episode, we talked about talked about domestic violence, even in our community, even in men and women, and it's a lot going on. All these fights, all these bickering that everybody is going through, and a lot of deaths have been happening due to that, and a lot of families have been affected. Mm-hmm. So that's one thing we talked about, and we got other episodes. If y'all want to take a look, please subscribe. Go on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. We really thank y'all so much, and thank y'all for tuning in and joining. Joining us. So hopefully y'all keep joining in every Wednesday. I'm gonna try to do this every Wednesday. We'll see how it happens, and we go from there. So, but otherwise, thank you. And Nora, she said parents never put the kids first, and you're totally correct. That's the problem. So once we put the child first, we will be in a whole different way, and we have to be able to respect each other. It's so important to respect one another. And if we don't respect one another, what's the purpose of it?
Absolutely. Kiki say real life conversations on YouTube. Seriously. I'm sorry. We got other communities do not use the words baby mama, baby daddy. Miss Dre says some people just don't need to have kids. He go hard. Vera says that the mother, I made sure my children knew their siblings and made sure of it. They all knew I loved them the same, but they started at a young age, and now it's set in stone. I'm proud of them. Yeah, we know our siblings. Right. Cookie says, let's go ahead for the last 5 minutes. Very proud of you guys. Keep it up. First time joining. Thank you, Cookie. Love you, lady.
Thank y'all.
Kiki raw and uncut. Kiki says, I pray that y'all have a blessed one. Sending up my blessings. Thank you, Kiki. Appreciate it. Al Siobhan, let's go ahead and thanks for joining us. Where we at over here on my Facebook?
Brittany Hayes. I want to say hi to my girl Brittany on Facebook, and we're on Facebook as well. And
we all over this
motherfucker. We are. We're just trying to do something actually pretty cool. I'm truly blessed. You'll see it on our first episode.
You guys will still go back and watch all those
episodes. Go back and watch it, and we talked about everything sex and. That was the biggest thing too. So we really did pretty good on that. So like I say, everybody on TikTok, please join and really go on YouTube, watch those episodes. We are just talking about so many different things.
Chime in
and be honest. Be honest. Like if you see something that you want us to talk about, or we do already have it. We do already have it all together, really seriously. But if you come and bring some awareness, we'll change some things around so we can.
Really my brother John coming through. That's my older brother. He's the oldest. What's up, John?
All right.
So let's just go ahead and just talk about that for a minute.
Yes.
Guys, this is, like I said, it's our 5th episode. We still in the process of getting things together.
Yes.
We're waiting for our studio.
Yes.
Some more engineers and stuff to get this more right and tight. So if anybody know any engineers out there that can really do audio, whatever, you guys. I'm talking fast because we don't want to keep you guys longer than an hour.
Right.
We bringing some heat, okay? We got probably like over 100 topics, but I promise you guys, if you have anything you guys would like us to talk about, hit the inboxes. We have a phone number. We hoping to get our intro and stuff together next week or so.
We'll have the intro together. We even looking at a studio, so we can have our studio. So be in prayer for us, because we're looking for a studio. And on top, I have to say my girl Nisha. Hi, my girl Nisha, my niece, my beautiful Nisha. And she said her mom basically my sister never did that. Never bashed
No,
my
Kiki,
boy.
that's a good topic.
My boy Tabari. Shout out to my boy Tabari. He always been a good dad to my niece, and I'm truly blessed for that. He was my best friend in high school, so that was my boy in high school. But she looked at her dad is her best friend, so
I
she
love
loved
to see that.
she loved her dad, and we love Tabari as well. So Brett, she is right. She said
I'm writing that down.
never did that. So yeah, my sister never bashed. We never did that.
Because it doesn't make no sense to do it because
that's why she loved her dad.
You showing your bitterness because all of that it'll come out right. But again, guys, we got some topics. Inbox
Thank
me.
you, my Mary. Thank you.
Kiki said I want to come sit with y'all, and they said, "Oh, girl, we got so many.
We would love that. We got so many people want to sit in our session.
Invite every y'all. We'll get this stuff.
We need to get more room. So once we get more room, we really, like I said, we wearing pink. Wearing pink for our breast cancer because my auntie passed. My best friend, my auntie is my best friend. God rest in peace. For my auntie Ing, she passed from breast cancer and everything from cancer, and it was really hard for me because as a truck driver, she was the one who I talked to every morning because she was always up because she had to do her chemo and things. Yeah. So now I'm dealing with that and still trying to keep moving from that. Yeah. And I don't like cancer, so I hate it.
When did she pass?
She passed 2 years ago.
Okay.
So so about 3 years ago, and my auntie is the same age as my sister. My grandma. Now y'all don't understand. Listen, y'all don't understand the country. People think that when I say Southern, I am so true country. It's so sad.
She's so country, y'all.
It really is. My grandma had 15 babies.
Whoa, grandma.
Not about 14.
That hot twat.
We got a big family. We lost a lot of family. My cousin. I want to shout out to my cousin. Kirby, I just want to tell her I love her. She lost her son recently. Recently. And I just want to tell her that I'm definitely praying for you, and God's will, I'll be seeing you soon. But I really wanted to tell her I love her, and we all praying for her. So
rest in peace.
And so
prayers up.
Big Kirby family. So, but yeah, like I said, I am born and raised in Arkansas. I tell you, I am a big country girl. But I'm country but bougie in a way, but just a little thing here.
Kiki, I think you everything. You country, you bougie, you a dude.
A lot of people get intimidated because I can change a tire. A lot of people get intimidated by a lot of things I do, but otherwise, I'm still such a lady.
She's such a fucking lady. She don't curse, right?
I don't.
So she, I'll put the curse words in there. I insert it. She's such a fucking lady and bougie, like OCD and all that type of stuff. Look, I got issues. Y'all know I'm buck wild, so. But in a good way.
I tell you, but
don't get it twisted. I got 3 degrees. I'm LSW on my way to LC. Private practice, saving grace counseling coming near you. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna be able to kind of counsel some of y'all.
Right.
But yeah, so we doing good things over here.
I really appreciate everybody joining in, commenting, and I thank you so much. And I know we got what comment is that one? Time right there.
I already read that one.
Okay, and we just next week we got a big one coming. I mean, I think. I thought this might get us some heat, but I think the next one gonna get us some heat.
You think so?
I think we're gonna bring awareness to a lot of things that we needs to let people know. Well, y'all need to stop.
They said you the queen. Thanks, Mama Cookie. I love Mama Cookie.
But otherwise, I thank y'all for joining in. Our time is coming up. I pray y'all just join in, and we're gonna be talking about everything and how my community gonna be coming in. We're gonna be talking about that and talking about.
There's so many topics I wish we can just go ahead and get it all over.
We do, but we got eyes, so we're trying to make sure we don't have nobody keep them topics, and we just doing what we're doing. But if you could go up on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe, we really appreciate it. We thank everyone from TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Thank y'all so much. we are truly blessed. This is my first time on TikTok doing this, so it's hard for me. I never done a live before, so I hope y'all enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it every Wednesday.
Y'all
like I
fun.
said,
It's
every
so fun
Wednesday,
to do.
7:30 to 8:30. That's what we do. Unspoken truth. This is what we do. Podcast. Thank y'all for joining in, and hopefully, God's will, we'll see y'all soon.
Make sure
Y'all have a good one.
Look, if you got any comments, suggestions for us,
please.
look here. Y'all know
Inbox me.
Inbox us. Let us know what we
Please
can
do.
tighten up subjects.
Yes. Whatever you think
Whatever.
I should
My
do.
titties look too big. Let me know. Okay.
That's all I can say. I have no comments. You got them too.
I know you are just gonna get them degrees up. Get your degrees up. Shout out to all my girl ladies, black females with them degrees and that education. Get it, girl. Y'all know y'all rock it out. Good night. I'm going.
Have a good one, everybody. God bless. Peace, love, and joy.
Thank y'all. Hey,
Be good to everyone. All right. God bless you all. Cut up.
My grandson mom will call me in the middle of my damn life. The hell, can you give me a call?